Now we're learning that actually multiple aircrafts have been hit by Iran. It's not just the F-15E, which we reported about earlier. There is a second combat plane that was hit and also 2 helicopters that were hit. This other plane that was struck down, it is a A-10 Warthog that crashed near the Strait of Hormuz. This is in addition to the F-15E that was shot down over Iran. So 2 aircraft shot down, A-10 Warthog as well as the F-15E. Also, it's being reported that 2 helicopters were hit as well. The damage we're still assessing, but does indeed seem significant. It's the U.S. Air Force's HH-60G Pave Hawk combat search and rescue helicopters that were involved in the search and rescue efforts for that F-15E Strike Eagle that was down today over southern Iran. I mean, you just think about it. You had Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth saying that we've got air superiority, that no one can hit our jets. We loiter over Iran and we rain down death, is what Donald Trump and Hegseth said. And we're seeing the exact opposite of that today. You know, it's notable as well because earlier Central Command, U.S. CENTCOM, posted the following fact check, as they were calling it, claim Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it downed an enemy fighter jet over the Qasem Island in the Strait of Hormuz. Then they go, fact, all U.S. fighter aircraft are accounted for. Iran's IRGC has made the same false claim at least half a dozen times, but now it's been confirmed that basically 4 different types of aircraft have indeed been hit in a very short period of time. In essence, CENTCOM is lying and the other data seems to be accurate, which is what we've been saying for quite some time. And it is horrifying that we continue to get lies from the Trump regime, and then we have to continue to discover what's really happening. Again, F-15 and A-10 Warthog and 2 of the combat search and rescue HH-60G helicopters have indeed been hit. So Donald Trump was called by NBC, and he was asked, well, does this change the circumstances of what's taking place? Downing of the U.S. jet won't affect negotiations with Iran, Trump tells NBC News. But, the status of the negotiations is Iran told the mediators again, over and over and again. And today they said it one more time. Iran telling mediators, we do not want to meet U.S. officials in Islamabad in the coming days. We're not meeting in Pakistan. The current round of efforts by regional countries led by Pakistan to try to reach a ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran has reached a dead end, mediators told the Wall Street Journal. You didn't have to read the Wall Street Journal to know that. You could have been watching the Midas Touch Network, where we've been saying the mediation and negotiations never started. The Trump regime went to Pakistan, asked for help. Pakistan reached out to the old foreign minister of Iran and said, hey, can you maybe try to convince the current foreign minister and the current regime? As those discussions were happening, Trump and Netanyahu tried to assassinate the old foreign minister and killed the guy's wife, blew up the guy's home, killed the guy's wife and family. That guy's in severe condition. Setting aside that, Iran said, we're not negotiating. Iran says, here are our non-negotiables. We're always going to keep our ballistic missiles. We're always going to now take control of the Strait of Hormuz. Do not touch our drones. We want full reparations and get your military bases out of the Middle East. And we want security guarantees for Iran, for the Houthis, for the Shiite groups in Iran, and for in Iraq, and for Hezbollah. I mean, they've made it very, very clear what they're saying. Okay, so going back to what's this NBC headline, I just wanted to make sure to give you the context when you see a headline. Downing of these U.S. aircraft, they just said U.S. jet, but we know it's 4 aircrafts right now, won't affect negotiations with Iran, Trump tells NBC News. In a brief interview, Trump refused to discuss the specifics of ongoing search and rescue efforts in Iran after an American jet was downed, but he expressed frustration about the media coverage of what is plainly an intense and sensitive military operation. So Donald Trump could just lie Asked if today's events will affect any negotiations with Iran, Donald Trump said it would not. No, not at all. It's a war. We're in a war, Garrett. Garrett was the NBC reporter, Garrett Hawk. We're in a war, Garrett. Oh, I thought y'all were saying it was a special military operation. I got it. It's a war. In other words, you need authorization because it was a war that you did not get. Donald Trump then rushed to social media to post the following. Keep the oil, anyone? Keep the oil, anyone, is what Donald Trump's been posting. Just hand Iran more messages that they can show their people to rally them against the United States. Trump writes, keep the oil, anyone? And then earlier today, when we first learned about that F-15E that was hit and shot down, Donald Trump posted, with a little more time, we can easily open the Hormuz Strait, take the oil, and make a fortune. It would be a gusher for the world. Donald J. Trump, a gusher for the world. Now, Donald Trump is losing it in the White House. He is crashing out right now. And one of the things that he's doing is, kid you not, he's blasting from the White House, God bless America, like at full volume right now. So just, I want you to think about the scene. He's on loop. He's blasting God bless America while there are these 4 planes that have been, or 4 aircraft, 2 planes, 2 helicopters that have been shot down. Look at the split screen as you can see the search and rescue effort underway, which is not really going that well. I mean, to be fair, there was one of the pilots who was found. The other is they're searching for. When it comes to that, another plane, the A-10, that pilot's safe. The helicopter, pilots are safe as well. But all of those aircraft have been hit. But let's just look at this, look at this side by side as Donald Trump is blasting God bless America. This is just so deranged, so demented. Here, play this clip. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't show you these clips right here. First, I'll show you Pete Hegseth saying that we will have complete and total air superiority. Remember when Hegseth said this? Play this clip.
The 2 most powerful air forces in the world will have complete control of Iranian skies, uncontested airspace. I hope all the folks watching understand what uncontested airspace and complete control means. It means we will fly all day, all night, day and night, finding, fixing, and finishing the missiles and defense industrial base of the Iranian military, finding and fixing their leaders and their military leaders, flying over Tehran, flying over Iran, flying over their capital, flying over the IRGC, Iranian leaders looking up and seeing only U.S. and Israeli air power every minute of every day until we decide it's over.
Then remember when Donald Trump gave a press conference, a week or so ago, where Donald Trump was asked, what do you mean when you say we won the war? And Trump's like, we can roam free over their skies and nothing will happen. Here, play this clip.
We're making a lot of progress.
You said that the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that? He said the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that?
Oh, I think we've won. We've knocked out their Navy, their Air Force. We've knocked out their anti-aircraft. We've knocked out everything. We're roaming free. From a military standpoint, all they're doing is clogging up the strait. But from a military standpoint, they're finished.
So how much longer?
Or remember when Pete Hegseth says we negotiate with bombs, we loiter over Iran, and we can rain down death whenever we want to. Remember Hegseth said that? Let's play this clip.
Power. The air campaign that we've conducted, that Israel's conducted alongside us, was one for the history books, truly. And it's because we have a president of the United States that when he sends his warfighters out to fight, he unties their hands to actually go out and close with and destroy the enemy as viciously as possible from moment one. And that's why we see ourselves as part of this negotiation as well. We negotiate with bombs. You have a choice as we loiter over the top of Tehran, as the president talked about your future. President has made it clear that you will not have a nuclear weapon. The War Department agrees. Our job is to ensure that. And so we're keeping our hand on that throttle as long as hard as is necessary to ensure the interests of the United States of America are achieved on that battlefield.
Now, I'm also reminded of what Donald Trump said in the past 48 hours, where Trump says we don't have any money for Medicare, Medicaid, or social services or anything like that. We must put all our money into war. Donald Trump just announced a $1.5 trillion budget for the Defense Department. Look at this side by side of what, on the one hand, Marco Rubio was saying about Iran. On the other side, what Donald Trump just said. Let's play this clip.
Imagine in Iran that instead of spending their wealth, billions of dollars supporting terrorists or weapons, had spent that money helping the people of Iran, you'd have a much different country.
We have to take care of one thing, military protection. The United States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. It's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things.
You also have a French general who recently went on TV in France. And he said the following about the U.S. plans to potentially build a runway inside Iran to fly out uranium under active bombing. He goes, American officials should stop snorting cocaine between meetings. This is the same general who called joining Trump's war, quote, buying cheap tickets for the Titanic after it hit the iceberg. And I guess he's watching the U.S. White House blasting God Bless America while disaster continues to strike. And he's like, they need to stop doing cocaine in the White House right now. Again, it's utterly absurd. Also, in response to Pete Hegseth posting, bomb Iran back to the Stone Age. This is what Trump and Hegseth, this is the message coming out of the Trump regime as they bomb Iranian bridges. As Donald Trump says, we're going to hit electric grids and take all of Iranian oil, right? I mean, the language Donald Trump is using is that of the authoritarian dictator. I mean, it's heinous and despicable, but that language is being used in the name of the United States right now. And you have Hegseth posting back to the Stone Age. Iran continues to make these like Lego videos that are mocking Trump and mocking Hegseth. So they, through all of this going on right now, they release their latest like Lego video mocking Hegseth. I'll just show you what they're doing as they go on their offensive with their messaging campaign. You can see what's going on right here. Let's play it.
Yo, Pete Hegseth, this one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist bitch, straight from Iran. Your tattoo covered clown with that cafe ink on your arm. Think you a crusader? Nah, just a drunk infidel in a fake uniform. Chain to kill all Muslims, wasted in the hotel lobby. Sexual assault settlement in Monterey. Blocked the door, took a phone, paid her off quiet, cause Me Too was on. Now you secretary? What a joke, bro. Cheated on wives, multiple affairs.
And then, folks, we're learning as well that right now in Tehran, a significant wave of strikes is currently underway against military and infrastructure strikes across the Iranian capital of Tehran. So in response to all of this, Trump blasting God Bless America, 4 aircraft shot down, and now U.S. and Israel intensifying strikes in the Iranian capital of Tehran, while there's still a search and rescue mission for the other pilot taking place from that F-15E. This is a complete mess, folks. A complete and utter mess. We'll keep you posted every step of the way now.